everybody, what's good? MidMorningSol back at it again with another playthrough part to Piofiore, Episodio 1926. And folks, yeah, quite the jam-packed action-loaded chapter for Orlok, huh? So that was chapter 4, or are we on chapter 4? Yeah, that was chapter 4. So now we're on chapter 5. I guess we'll see. I don't like the sound, or I don't like the title, even though I don't know what the hell that means in German. But I can only assume I will be going, wah! It cannot be good. I think you have to, you can't mess up anything. So, yeah, I hate that. But at the same time, it's like, whatever. So yeah, let's get on into it. We had a little tizzy with Johan and Leo at the same time. I don't know if that's enough to soften Leo up, to let him know, hey, let's just be neutral. You'll probably never forgive me, and this is Orlok speaking, hey, you'll never forgive me, but whatever, for now, let's just let bygones be bygones. I don't know if they're gonna have the same sentiment towards Johan, but yeah. And then what about Raul? Raul, I think, is the big bad of this route. So let's see how we're gonna deal with him, and I hope we do deal with him. All right, y'all. But without further ado, let's get it, shall we? We shall. One. Alright. The next day, I was in the lounge with Orlok and Gil. Oliver had work to attend to and left the manor early this morning. There were some days that Emilio joined us for breakfast, but he was absent today as well. How convenient. Are you feeling better today?
もう平気。十分休んだから、いつも通り動ける。
Oh, my little string bean. Yeah, because of him fighting with both Leo and Johan caused his prosthesis to act up. Does anywhere else hurt?
もうほとんど。ほんの少し違和感があるくらい。昨日は随分負荷をかけたから。
I knew that Orlok was accustomed to fighting and knew his body best, but I think it would be better if he spent today resting.
気を使ってくれてありがとう。でも本当に動くのには問題ないから。
You say so.
地元有力者の殺害は今のところ止まってるけど、またいつ始まるかもわからない。
But there should be, since Orlok is here now. Johan was doing all that crap to attract the attention of Orlok, but now he's just gonna gun for Orlok if he's somewhat respectable, I guess.
ヨハンがどう出るにせよ、次は必ず捕まえる。その上できちんと話してみるつもり。
Orlok。
ところで捕まえた後はどうするんだ？峡谷まで連れて帰らないといけないんだろう？
And they'll probably kill him, not me. But hey, I held up my bargain, right? Gil raised this question, fork in hand. When he returned to the manor last night, we explained everything to him. We explained to him everything that happened. I'll have to read that properly.
それは大丈夫。移送は他の人の仕事だから。捕まえて連絡して引き渡したら俺の仕事は終わり。
なるほどな。それで 結局どうするんだ？今日も休まずに出かけるつもりか？
うん。少しずつだけど、絞り込めてはきてるから。引き続き、ヨハンの拠点を探す。
Seeing how determined Orlok was, I decided to respect his wishes despite my concerns. Girl, but your intuition, you would know. After breakfast, we walked around Creta to inquire with landlords about their tenants. Searching the other districts hadn't resulted in much success, so we were feeling hopeful. My voice wasn't, though. But our hopes were dashed yet again, finding little connected to Johann's whereabouts, because he's staying in that throwaway place. We decided to head to Strado to see if there had been any new developments. The abandoned factory where Johann attacked us was nearby. We decided to ask Strado's residents if they had spotted anyone of his description recently.
よそ者を見かけたら教えてほしい。俺と同じくらいの年の頃で黒いコートを着てる。けど見つけても声はかけないで。何か分かったらビスコンティの屋敷に。
Orlok then handed some money to the child. The child counted the coins in his hand, the grin on his face widening with each one.
いいぜ。わかった。
What if Johann paid that little brat earlier? He's like, yeah, double dip. In a similar manner, Orlok approached some other children on the streets. I had noticed it before, but Orlok was quite adept at gathering information. He must have used different information channels during his time as an informant. As time went on, we still had not discovered anything notable, continuing our search until sunset. I felt just as safe with Orlok as usual, but still, it had came as great relief that no one had attacked us today. Yeah, I bet. We returned to the manor to find our mysterious friend awaiting our return. Which one? Emilio. Okay. Thank you for answering that.
おかえり、二人とも。ギルバートとオリバーはまだ仕事でね。夕食までには戻ると言っていたよ。
Dude, what is your deal? Why you keep popping up when we thinking about you? I see. Thank you. Will you be joining us for dinner, Emilio? Don't worry about the voice crack. I'm just nervous around you.
うん、そのつもりだよ。けれど、その前に聞きたいことがあってね。少し早く来てしまった。
What you wanna ask? Emilio's head tilted with some confusion as he turned to Orlok.
どうしてヨハンを殺さなかったんだい？
Oh shit, we have to kill him? You said we could bring him in! Emilio!
あ、責めているわけではないよ。オルロックが人を殺すことを望んでいないのは知っているし。
Bullshit, sounded like you were.
純粋に疑問に思ってしまったんだ。ヨハンは君を殺すつもりだった。けれど君は彼を殺さなかった。
What the fuck? Emilio, were you like lurking in the factory? Not doing anything? What the fuck? Orlok thought quietly for a moment before speaking.
ただ、俺はそうしたくなかったから殺さなかった。それだけ。
That's all. You don't need to press any further.
彼女が怪我をさせられたと聞いたけれど。
What the fuck? Were you there? You had to have been there. Well, Orlok did say, Lily, you're bleeding, but how would you know? Well, yes, but it was just a graze. It was my fault because I quickly jumped in, but Orlok stopped me mid-sentence.
俺の対応が間違ってたのは分かってる。いつもは殺すだけだったから、こういうの慣れてなくて。先に話をしようとしたのがいけなかった。まず捕まえるなり、戦えない状態にするなりして、それから話をするべきだった。だから、もう大丈夫。普通に戦えば負けない。俺の方が強いから。
I have to laugh because if this is the bad ending, I have a feeling that that's gonna bite him in the ass. But if it's the good ending, then okay, foreshadowing, I guess. I hope.
なるほど。確かに君が迷いなく戦えるのなら、ヨハンは敵ではないだろう。その判断は決して間違ってはいないけれど。
What? Because I'm there, I'm a liability?
自分の力をあまり過信しすぎない方がいい。守りたいものがあるなら、なおさら。
Yeah. Suggestion, okay.
招待に応じてくれて嬉しいよ。
I don't like this already. Earlier today, I was walking around town as usual when a car pulled up next to me. It was the new leader of the Falzone family, Raul Girlandeo. I don't know. I knew I hadn't been doing a good job as a soldier for the family lately. I avoided his eyes and looked down with shame. Why?
いやあ、レオ・カバニスだったね。
He didn't seem offended at all and spoke to me in a friendly way. You two-faced it.
君が私のことを好んでいないのは知っている。けど、君の手助けをできるのは私だけだと思うよ。
No, Leo, darling. Don't. You could defect to the Visconti. You're gonna trust this outsider?
まずは私の話を聞いてみるのはどうかな。結論を出すのはその後でも遅くない。そうだろ
？I was sitting across from him at an upscale restaurant in Fauci. No one else around. Damn, do they always like clear out the house so that they can have dinner or lunch or whatever? Tough. Wish that could be me. He must have booked out the entire place. To be honest, I didn't want to be here. I only went along because I felt I had no choice. A waiter came to the table with a bottle of wine, but Raul shook his head and waved him away.
お互い酔いが回る前に話しておきたいからね。後々記憶がないなんて言われては困る。率直に聞こう。君はダンテたちの仇を討とうとしているね。
Yeah, straight to the point.
やっぱりそうか。よくわかるよ。私も同じ気持ちだからね。
Bullshit. No, you don't.
遠縁とはいえ、彼らのことは弟のように思っていたし。
You snake. No, you're just playing at Leo's heartstrings at this point. You snake. You're just saying shit just to convince him that you are of that same mind frame. You're not. Come on, Raul. He gave a strange smile that seemed to invite sympathy, though I wasn't sure how to react.
復讐したいんだろ？彼らを殺した人間に。
I hate that this shit cuts off weirdly. Them? I guess that's what ran off into the other line. Weird. I couldn't bring myself to say the words. It was like my lips were stuck together to keep all the thoughts inside from spilling out. I couldn't agree or disagree with him. It was because Orlok protected me. I came to kill him, and he still saved me. He let me leave that place with my life yet again. Then again, nothing he could do would ever change the fact that... Let me read that again. Then again, nothing he could do now would ever change that he killed Dante and the others.
なのに俺は今さら悩み始めてる。
Test him. I was a member of the Falzone family with pride and honor to uphold. I needed to do everything I could, but I...
君の行動は正当なものだよ、レオ。ファルツォーネの名誉のためにも、私たちは彼を殺さなければならない。
Leo, it doesn't feel right. If it don't feel right, don't do it. If you can't wholeheartedly agree, I wouldn't bother. You know something ain't right with this guy. I go, trying to keep my voice as steady as possible when I responded.
どうしてわざわざ俺にそんな話をするんです？
本当は私も自分で手を下したいと思っている。
Bullshit, no you don't. You just want to sway Leo to get him to do your dirty work.
だけど君は二人から可愛がられていたようだし、その方が彼らもきっと喜ぶんじゃないかと思ってね。ほら、遠くの親戚より近くの他人と言うだろ。だからせめて君の手助けだけでもと思って声をかけたんだ。
Interesting saying. Better a neighbor nearby than a brother far away. I don't know about that one, but sure, fam. If that's how you want to roll.
今のファルツォーネに動かせる兵隊はそう多くないけど、君の指示には従うよう言い聞かせよう。ことが済めば私は君を幹部に推薦するつもりだよ。
は？ファルツォーネは純血主義ですよ。俺が幹部になんて。
My voice came out louder than I expected, and Raul interrupted me. Like, I'm gonna change all that. Bullshit.
先代カポたちの復讐を果たした忠義者。取り立てる理由としては十分すぎるくらいだ。
Leo, he's gonna change up. He's gonna shake up the whole entire foundation. You wanna stay with that?
それに今のカポは私だよ。いつまでも旧時代のやり方を踏襲するつもりはない。
Is that what Here's the thing, Leo. Is that what Dante wanted? No, probably not.
旧時代ってそんな言い方？
まあまあ、そんなに怒らないで落ち着いて聞いてくれないか。私の目指すところは彼らが築いてきたものとは異なるかもしれない。 君が戸惑うのも当然だ。だけど私は組織が憎いわけじゃない。ダンテたちが残したファミリーをこれからも守っていきたいと思っている。新しい時代を生き抜くために革新的な組織として生まれ変わるんだ。私のファルツォーネは。現政権が行っているマフィア弾圧についても心配はいらない。
Because we're no longer gonna be the mafia.
あんなもの私の人脈でどうとでもなる。
あなたの言いたいことは分かりました。けど、俺は幹部とかそういうのは望んでません。
そう、答えを急ぐ必要はないんじゃないかな、レオ。幹部の件は全てが終わってから、また改めて考えてみてほしい。君はまだ若い。真にダンテとニコラのことを思うなら、ファルツォーネを支える人間になるべきだ。君が優秀なことは私にもちゃんと分かっているよ。
To be honest, I couldn't really trust what Raul was saying to me. I was pretty sure he had some ulterior motive aside from vengeance. He doesn't even care about the vengeance part. Girl, bye. But he was right that I couldn't avenge their deaths by myself. After taking some time to think,
協力の申し出、感謝します。俺に力を貸してください。
no, Leo, I feel as though you sealed your fate. I decided to accept his proposal. Fuck.
もちろんだとも。グラッツェ、レオ。君ならきっと分かってくれると思っていた。
Yeah, I have a feeling it's better. With that, he jubilantly called for the waiter to fill our glasses with wine. We raised them up for a toast.
よくわからないけど、気をつける。
Despite his confusion, Orlok nodded obediently. Emilio smiled at him with a look of concern. Yeah. After our conversation with Emilio, Orlok and I decided to pass time in my room until dinner. We both sat at the edge of the bed, beside each other, neither of us saying a word. Oh, don't be sad. Orlok seemed bothered by what Emilio said earlier. After a long silence, he began to speak.
やっぱり、俺はあの時、殺さなくちゃいけなかったのかな。
I responded, this is the choice. No! Oh, Jesus. I have a feeling this is a bad ending anyway, so no, don't say that. Stick to your guns. You did good. Don't say that. You didn't do anything wrong, Orlok. I didn't want to dismiss Emilio's concerns, but I trusted in Orlok's judgment. To be honest, I'm glad that you didn't kill Johan or Leo.
ありがとう。あなたがそう言ってくれると、少し安心する。
You're welcome. Ah. Orlok's expression softened. Then he innocently moved his face closer.
キスしていい？
You don't have to ask. It's good that you do, though. When I nodded, Orlok gently placed his lips on mine. You hear that, Nicola? He didn't pussyfoot around. He went straight for the lips instead of this forehead foolishness. Again and again, he kissed me. My chest ached with the warmth of his soft touch. Not long afterward, one of the Visconti members came to the room to notify us that dinner was ready. Gil and Oliver were already waiting for us. But where's Emilio? I see. Thank you. Will you be joining us for dinner, Emilio?
そのつもりだよ。けれど、その前に聞きたいことがあってね。少し早く来てしまった。
Okay, technically he didn't lie. He changed his plan. He changed his mind. I was sure that I had misheard him earlier. I wondered whether something else came up. He said that was the plan, so he changed his mind. I didn't even say anything. What the fuck? That was cursed. I don't like this.
ずいぶん急な呼び出しだね。どうしたんだい？君がわざわざブルローネまで足を運ぶなんて。
今日は君に知らせを持ってきたんだ。ついでに、たまには直接君をねぎらおうと思っただけさ。
Who is this?
大変だな、エミリオ。長い間、この町の生物に縛られ続けて。君は間違いなく最大の被害者だよ。同情する。
I don't think it's Teo.
君が受けた使命。いや、呪いの重さを考えれば、鍵の乙女や墓守の一族なんて話にならない。
That wiped the smile off his face.
ほら、以前ラウルについて話してくれただろう。あのことだよ。
Or is it Teo? Ugh, my voice, sorry.
ラウルは墓守の一族として機能しない。けど、やっぱりどうにも不安だったから、さらに調べてみたんだ。
どういうことかな？
なあ、さっきの話、本当なのか？
実は、新しい趣味に目覚めたんだ。読書。君は縁がないだろうけど、悪くないよ。いろんな発想が覗けて面白い。
So you're basically calling Johan dumb or something?
は？
物語の中では、誰もが自由なんだ。俺も少しばかり創作意欲が触発された。
Oh, so wait, you lied about it?
これが単なる空想とは言えないくらいには、あまりにもおあつらえ向きすぎる偶然の一致がそこにはあった。まあ、真偽は誰にもわからないけど、今となっては、当時の関係者がみんな綺麗に死んでるんだから。
性格悪いな、あんた。
俺の性格にケチをつける暇なんてあるのか？早く自分のすべきことをしろ。せっかくお膳立てしてやったんだから。
俺にも俺のやり方ってのがあるんだよ。ちゃんと動くから、黙って見てろ。
The thought lingered in my mind as I settled in for the meal. Dinner ended, and Emilio still hadn't arrived. It seems he's not coming today.
どうだろう。俺も気になるけど。でも、エミリオはいつも神出鬼没だから。 明日になれば普通に顔を出すかもしれない。今日はもう休もう。
I suppose so. Emilio was very mysterious in the way he appeared and disappeared so suddenly. Tell you, it's that church ninja training. After escorting me back to my room, Orlok stopped for a moment and looked at me.
おやすみなさい。いい夢を見られますように。
Oh, thank you, baby. I hope the same for you. Thank you, Lily. I hope you do too. Good night, Orlok. After seeing Lily to her room, I walked down the corridor toward my own room.
おい、お前に用があるって、子供が下に来てるぞ。
Kid. Oh, one of them Strano kids. I rushed outside, hoping to finally have a lead.
あんたが探してるやつかはわかんねえけど、似たような特徴の新参者が住んでるとこ見つけた。まだそこにいるかもしんねえし、案内してやってもいいけど。
Did you talk to him? The child gave me a sidelong look, rubbing his pointing finger and thumb in an obvious motion. I took out some coins. Little bastard. I took out some coins from my pocket and handed them to the child. I respect your hustle, though.
でも、あんたが探してるやつ、何人かで行動してるっぽいぜ。ここに来る前に見たときは一人だったけど、最初に後つけたときは複数だった。
ちょっと待ってて。
Are you gonna get me?
リリー。
Oh.
リリー、ごめん。
That's Orlok.
起きて。
What the hell? Why is there question mark? That's Orlok, sweetheart. It couldn't have been long since I saw him, but I still managed to fall asleep in the meantime. Orlok? I awoke from my light sleep, feeling disoriented as I rubbed my eyes. Pretty much me every day. Is something wrong?
ヨハンの居場所が分かったかもしれない。
I guess, yeah. Okay, part of me is like, why did you wake her up so you could put her in harm's way, potentially? And then the other half is like, okay, I see what you're doing so that maybe she could watch after you, but you have to watch after her.
俺一人で様子を見に行こうとも思ったんだけど、もしかしたらヨハンが複数で動いてるかもしれなくて。
Well, I appreciate that, because yeah, I probably would have been like mad if you went by yourself and got hurt.
俺がここを離れてる間に何かが起きる可能性もある。
Fair enough.
この屋敷は安全かもしれないけど、それでもあなたを一人にしておきたくない。
Yeah, sure.
俺と一緒に来てほしい。
Yeah. Orlok's quiet voice sounded unusually hasty. I felt my heartbeat quicken, unsure of whether it was just from the waking so suddenly. I nodded in agreement. I understand. Let me get ready. We followed the child through Creta. The lights were still bright in the bars we passed, accompanying muted sounds of merriment. Huh? I looked around the familiar settings. Surroundings, I'm sorry. I know this road. Yeah, it's where y'all were hugged up under the awning when it was raining and thundering.
あの部屋だよ。
He pointed to a dimly lit building. Orlok, isn't this where we hung out for like after we left the Lao shoe? Yep.
俺が使ってた隠れ家だ。
That motherfucker. Wait, y'all wouldn't think to go here too? the fuck? If Johan was really in there, I'm adding words that they don't need to be added. If Johan really was in there, it struck me as an eerily meaningful choice. Orlok looked at the building with a stern expression. We slowly moved closer to sneak a peek from the outside, but...
入ってこいよ
That was definitely Johan's voice.
あなたは俺の後ろに。
Yeah, that little bastard probably double dipped. Told you. Orlok led the way through the entrance into what was once a safe haven for us both. Although it hadn't changed in appearance, it felt much more menacing now.
ああ、ご苦労さん。
Inside the room was Johan. The child who guided us here slipped past us and ran toward Johan. They exchanged some words as well as money. You know damn well, that's what you should have figured it out. Like, he's probably double dipping. What does this mean? Oh, Lily, you sweet summer child.
ありがとう。
The child, I'm about to say grinned, not grinned. The child grinned, slipping past us once again and running out into the darkness. So that child was really... Johan must have asked the child to bring Orlok here.
なかなかいいだろ、この部屋。東大元暮らしって言うし、あんたの残した部屋、意外と快適だったよ。
I mean, I would expect it. I don't see, like, we should have checked there first. Knowing you being lazy and shit, like, would you have copped your own stuff? No. Instead of responding to Johan's comments, Orlok simply asked him a question.
どうして俺たちをここに連れてきた？わざわざ子供まで使って。あなたの目的は何？
別に大したことじゃない。あんたずっと俺と話がしたいって言ってただろ？
Are you really wanting to talk, or are you trying to use this as leverage so you can probably try to kill him?
あの工場での一件さ。
Okay.
あんたの行動の意味、考えれば考えるほどわかんなかった。だから俺もあんたと話がしてみたくなってさ。けどビスコンティの屋敷に忍び込むのはめんどくさかったしな。来てもらった方が早いと思って。
I mean, you gallivanted in the Francesca manor, so I don't see what would stop you in the Visconti manor.
そう警戒すんなって。今日は戦いはなし。その証拠にほら、丸腰だろ。
You're perspective. I done, and Orlok done been through the game. I'm saying I, like Lily done been through it. Orlok been through that, so you don't think he would know any sort of funny shit you be doing? Johan spread out his arms and shook them as if mocking us. I wasn't sure what he was planning, but at the very least, I didn't sense that urgency to attack that he showed us at the factory.
なあ、あの日、なんで俺を殺さなかった？なんで自分を狙ったやつを、あんたは見逃すどころか助けたんだ？
理由なんてない。ただ俺は、できるならもう誰も殺したくないと思ってる。だから、殺さなかった。
殺したくない。なんでだよ。
Oh gosh, I have a feeling that he's not gonna take it in a good way. Whatever we convey to him, he's just gonna be like, well, why you dead? You know, he's gonna feel some sort of way regardless of how we try to spin it to him.
なんでって。
Orlok frowned. Excuse me. He frowned at my voice crack. Orlok frowned at Johan's question.
俺はずっと殺すことが正しいと思ってた。それが神のためになるって。だけど、それは違うって知った。
Okay, darling, it's an aria in God's name. Orlok is racked with guilt as he is faced with the memory of pointing his weapon at the heroine. Oh. Let me tell y'all something. That was a hoot in itself. Let's go for it. I had to post that part. Yeah, yike.
あなたは自分が犠牲になれば他の誰かが助かる。
I had to put that part right there because I'm like, I was thinking like, oh, should I say that answer? And then no, that wasn't the right answer.
そんな時どうする？誰かのために犠牲になれる？平和は何よりも尊いものだと思う？
Why are you crying, baby? The falsetto shook in my hand. I don't know if that was Lily or him doing that, whatever. I waited anxiously for her response, but I couldn't bear the weight of my sins much longer. My left hand moved, and nothing happened, don't worry. I gripped the blanket as I woke up. I had to say, like, oh shit. I was panting hard, trying to take deep breaths to calm myself.
Lily.
She was still lying next to me. Man, y'all got me good there. I listened carefully for her quiet breathing, then finally breathed a sigh of relief.
よかった。さっきのは悪い夢だった。
I held down my left hand with my right.
彼女を殺したくなくて。でも殺すしかないと思って伏せと突きつけた。
Half of that dream was undeniably true.
何か少しでも間違ってたら本当に彼女を傷つけてしまったかもしれない。
You might have even killed her. I felt a painful rush of regret fill my heart. What Lily told me suddenly flashed through my mind. Then the peace obtained through their sacrifices wouldn't be peaceful at all. I know it's not easy finding a way for everyone to be happy, but I don't think we should give up.
俺はリリーを犠牲にしたくない。
I wanted to protect her. I had done everything I could for that purpose, and felt it even more strongly. Felt it even more strongly now than ever. My God, y'all sorry.
これからたとえ何が起きても世界のすべてを敵に回すことになっても
The whole world? Why the whole world turned against me?
俺は必ずあなたを守る。
Aww. I spoke my vow in a whisper as I gazed at her sleeping face. Aww.
俺はずっと殺すことが正しいと思ってた。それが神のためになるって。 ったけど、それは違うって知った。使徒は教国を守るために神の教えに背き、人を殺す。それはより多くの人を救うためで、100を救うために1を殺すんだって、そう教えられてきたけど。
今更になって、あんたはその1の犠牲すら出したくなくなったとでも言うのかよ。
Well, this man ain't trying to hear it.
そう思ってる。
Orlok's simple reply made Johann scowl irritably.
わかんねえな。あんたが殺さなくたって、どうせ誰かがその1を殺すじゃん。
I guess, but maybe not. Then that burden is to bear on the person who killed that person that we saved.
あんたが使徒を辞めたところで何も変わらない。あんたが抜けた代わりに新たな使徒が生まれるだけだ。教国はこれからも信仰のために人を殺し続ける。
それは。
When confronted by the thought of this reality, Orlok was unable to deny it. Johann had given a voice to a dormant fear. Once Orlok leaves the disciples, another will replace him. And that person will continue to murder. It seems so obvious now. We had been taken in by the church in more ways than one. Out of gratitude for their protection of us, we had turned our eyes away from the truth. Nothing has changed since we were on the run last year. The peace we experienced while with the church was all an illusion. It was peace only for us.
結局のところ、あんたは甘いんだよ、オールロック。誰かを守りたいなら、誰かを殺すしかない。殺さずに人を守る手段なんてないんだ。俺たちはそうやって教えられてきた。そうやって育てられた。そうだろ？
Orlok bit down his lip and closed his eyes.
なんでわかんねえかな？
Johann shouted at Orlok again. I still couldn't understand why he felt so much hatred toward him. Johann, what are you trying to achieve? Johann responded to my timid voice without taking his eyes off Orlok. Girl, put some bass in your voice. Make him look at you.
俺の兄貴は使徒になるはずだった。
Oh, shit. So, alright, he's telling us.
俺はただ、あんたが殺した兄貴のベルナーの無念を晴らしたいだけだ。
そうか。あなたは彼の。
Oh, well. Alright, well, Orlok is not denying it. I'll open up the line. Shit.
兄貴は強かった。使徒になるはずだったんだ。あんたさえいなければ。どうせ汚い手でも使ったんだろ。こんな俺と大して年も変わらねえようなやつよりずっと兄貴の方が強かったに決まってる。ふぬけたあんたを殺したって何の意味もない。俺は全力のオールロックと戦って殺す。
Chad, you is not honorable. You gonna try some underhanded shit, either by like strong arming Lily or something to take Orlok's distraction off from the battle completely.
それで証明するんだ。兄貴の方がオールロックよりずっと強いんだって。
What Johann said wasn't making any real sense, though he said it with so much conviction. But he firmly believed that killing Orlok in battle would prove it.
だから、あんたが本気にならないなら、次は俺も手段を選ばない。
どういう意味？
What do you think?
さて、なんだろうな。少しは自分の頭でも考えてみろっつーの。
Lily, don't get ready, be ready. Johann quickly turned around and leapt out of a nearby window. Boy, why'd you do that? Orlok's body jerked on instinct, but perhaps because I was still here, he remained still instead of going after Johann. We stood silently in the place we once shared as a hideout, its sense of safety now long gone. Soon.
遅い時間に付き合わせてごめん。帰ろう。
Oh. Okay. Neither of us said a word on the Neither of us said a word on the long walk back to the Visconti manor. Johann's words weighed heavily on my mind. What did he mean when he said he would resort to other tactics? Girl, he'll probably take you hostage. The next morning, Orlok was still as quiet as last night, even as we ate breakfast together. Oliver was having his breakfast with us, though Gil was absent from the table. He had been drinking. Of course he had. He had been drinking until the early hours of the morning and was now sleeping in his room.
今日も出かける予定なのか？
Orlok searched for words in response to Oliver's question. I decided to speak up in his place. We were thinking of taking a break today. We were out late last night, so we're still feeling a bit run down this morning.
そうか。ゆっくり休むといい。ああ、私はそろそろ出なくては。少々大きな仕事でな。帰りは明日の夜になる予定だ。
Okay, Oliver, be careful. I see. Well, please stay safe, Oliver. Oliver finished his breakfast before us and bid us farewell, at which point I turned to Orlok. Let's just take it easy today.
なんだか落ち着かないけど、俺も今日はその方がいいと思ってた。
Oh, sweet baby. Yeah, let's rest.
なんだ、ちょうどよかった。屋敷にいるならちょっと手伝ってくれよ。
That's Gil. Come on. Gil, I thought you would still be sleeping a while longer. Didn't you have a late night? Yeah.
ああ、言うほど量は飲んでね。それにいつまでも寝てる場合じゃなくてな。せっかくオリバーが丸一日不在の貴重な機会なんだ。今日に合わせていろいろ届くように手はずを整えてる。
One thing I remember about Gil is that he is an American through and through. And like he had a whole bunch of like fireworks, if you will. Deliveries.
もちろん俺に手伝えることがあるなら手伝うけど。
ああ、助かる。今回はちょっと数が多いんでな。俺一人で検品してたんじゃ日が暮れると思ってたとこだったんだ。
A short while later, look at all them boxes. Damn, Gil ordering up a storm with Amazon or whatever it was back then. Wooden crates were carried into the lounge, one right after the other. Gil opened them with childlike glee. Inside were all sorts of weapons and firearms. Child, what that thing? I was sitting off to the side watching them go about their work. Orlok took a firearm to his hand and began to inspect it. Gil likewise went over each one carefully. I've never seen Orlok with a gun in his hand. Well, here, maybe I can Photoshop it real quick. Orlok, have you used many guns before?
あ、うん。一応こういうものの扱いも一通りの訓練は受けてる。
ならどうして使わねえんだ？
Because guns are for punks. Well, no, he doesn't say that.
使徒の仕事は人目につかないように動かなきゃいけないことが多いから。
Well, sweet pea, there are silencers.
銃声は目立ちすぎる。だからあまり使わない。それに。
Orlok's eyes were downcast as he paused for a moment.
銃は引き金を引くだけで人を殺せる。あまりにも簡単に命を奪えるから。だから俺はあまり好きじゃない。もちろん使う人のことをどうこう言うつもりはないけど。
I mean, is this some foreshadowing? Is he gonna like kill one of the folks that are causing problems? He's gonna have to bust the cap in them. Gil listened to Orlok with a slight frown on his face, because that's how he rolls. He having the two blocks in his hand or whatever the hell it is. Not a Beretta, because that's Nicola's gun. And that thing, he has some, I don't know, but Gil looks like, I don't know if automatically that's an anachronism, but that's what it looked like to me. I'm not too fancy with guns either. He then picked up one of the guns from a crate and handed it over to Orlok.
Orlok, これをやる。持っとけ。
What you gave him?
でも。
Bruh, take it.
検品手伝ってくれた礼だ。改良型が出たばかり、正真正銘、最新の M1911A1 だぜ。
Yeah, sure. I'll take your word for it.
ギル、俺の話聞いてた？俺は銃は使わない。
いいから、持っとけ。
You might have to use it, bruh. Gil closed Orlok's fingers over the gun, despite Orlok's refusal.
お前が強いのは分かってる。けど、人を、シニョリーナをかばって戦うのに、お前の武器のリーチじゃ正直きついだろ。使えないってんなら話はまた別だが、手つきを見りゃ、それなりの連度なのは分かる。悪いことは言わねえ。一丁くらい持っておけ。
Only if you have to use it, baby. Orlok looked back and forth between Gil and the gun in his hand. Soon, he gave a sigh of resignation.
わかった。使わないと思うけど。でも持っておく。ありがとう、ギル。
Gil nodded with satisfaction, and they both went back into inspecting the goods. A soldier came in, holding a piece of paper.
ギル、この請求書ってどうするんだ？
なあ、オリバーの机にでも適当に置いといてくれ。
You planned for these to arrive while Oliver was gone, didn't you? Won't he find out after seeing the envoy?
まあ、受け取って検品済ましちまえばこっちのもんだろ。
I'm going to pray for Oliver. I couldn't help but think of his poor stomach. That night, just as I was thinking about going to bed, I heard a knock on the door.
リリー、まだ起きてる？
Orlok? When I opened the door, I found Orlok standing there, looking unsure of himself. Come in. He gave a hesitant nod and took several unassertive steps into the room, seeming to regard his own presence as an intrusion. He slowly took a seat on the corner of the bed, still not saying a word. What's wrong? Has something happened?
なんだか眠れなくて。遅い時間なのにごめんなさい。
No, not at all. I was awake anyway. You're always welcome to come over any time, Orlok. Something didn't quite feel right. I read that wrong. Something didn't feel quite right. Maybe what Johann said is bothering him. I thought to myself about how I could possibly lift Orlok's spirits. I've got an idea. When the children couldn't sleep, I always read them books to help them relax. Well, you're dealing with a man, darling. You have to help a man sleep. What works for children won't work for a man all the time. There weren't any books here, however. Why don't I tell you a story to without my voice cracking? Why don't I tell you a story to help you fall asleep, Orlok? Okay, you gotta have some childlike tendencies. God dang it. I pulled Orlok into my bed. Wow. And he looked so surprised that he could only blink helplessly. Oh, that's adorable. Oh.
いいの？
Yes. As I stared into his eyes, he seemed flustered by the idea.
前も一緒のベッドで眠ったことあったよね。俺が勝手に忍び込んで、朝あなたに怒られた。
What was this? And I'd chew Lily out if she got mad at him. What the hell? This is his route. I was just surprised back then. And I was too embarrassed to tell you how I really felt about it, but I really like sleeping in bed with you like this, Orlok. I stared at him gently. Bro, why would I not say anything? Hold on. There we go. It makes me feel safe. Okay. It makes me feel safe when you're beside me. The warmth of his body calmed me.
俺も同じ。あなたがそばにいてくれると、すごく気持ちが和らぐ。だから、こんな時間なのに、どうしても会いたくなって、来ちゃった。
I'm happy that you came to see me. I hope that being here could somehow soothe his weary soul. That I might help him the way he always helped me. Now then, it's time for a story. Do you have any requests?
よかったら、また、あなたの子供の頃の話を聞かせて。
His request jogged my memory. Come to think of it, nah, look at him, such a babby. I remember telling Orlok about my childhood days when he was having trouble sleeping, just like I'm having trouble reading. Of course.
グラティエ。 前にも言ったけど、俺、リリーの話す声がすごく好き。
Thank you. I smiled shyly, looking up at him again to begin my story. Aww. Lily spoke about her childhood for some time. How she was a little rascal when she was little. I wish I could have met Lily back then. Oh. I suddenly noticed she had stopped talking.
リリー
Right, talk myself into sleep. Oh. Or she had drifted off to sleep. She must have been forcing herself to stay awake for my sake. Looking at her sleeping face made me feel like there was nothing else in the world. She was so cute when she was like this.
俺をそばにいさせてくれてありがとう。
Oh, oh. Hold on. I put my hand over the thing. Let me let the thing ride. I'm so sorry, y'all. Damn it.
俺をそばにいさせてくれてありがとう。
Okay, there we go. Sorry. I know immersion ruined. I entered my office to discover someone already there. Someone I knew all too well. Emilio. He was looking up at the sky from the window. Surely he knew that I was there, but his back was still facing me. Without a word, I headed to my desk and began my daily paperwork. He continued to look through the window for a time before finally speaking.
君は使命から解放されたいという願いをいけないことだと思うかい？
それを私に聞くのか。善悪で論じる気なら相手を間違えているとしか思えないな。
それもそうだね。忘れてくれ。邪魔したね、アンリ。
He gave a weak smile and departed my office in silence. That Emilio. All right, I moved slowly toward Lily and laid a kiss on her forehead. No, don't you pick up Nicola's tendencies. It's either lips or nothing at all.
おやすみなさい。
Oh, sweet baby. Oh. The following day, we resumed our search for Johann. Although we knew it was unlikely he would remain at the hideout, we began there first. As expected, no one was around.
ヨハンはもうここには来ないかもしれない。だから次は。
Just as he started to speak.
こんなとこで何してんだよ。
Is that Leo? Yep. I'd like to ask you the same question. Orlok's expression stiffened. He moved between me and Leo.
この建物の周り、複数の人間が取り囲んでる。あなたの仲間？
What? I cried out in surprise, but Leo only shrugged and chuckled.
バレねえとは思ってなかったけど、さすがだな。
The past couple of times he's acted on his own, but now he brought others with him, which means the Falzone family as a whole was seeking revenge.
何人連れてこようと、あなたは俺には勝てない。だから、諦めてほしい。
Orlok, I have a feeling that what Emilio said is gonna come up.
てめえに、そんなぬるいこと言ってる余裕あんのかよ。
Leo then pointed his gun at me. Ah! When I used to live here in Berlone, I often saw him at church with Dante Falzone. Damn, I got bars that I didn't even know it. Even when I saw him around town, he was always exchanging friendly words with the townsfolk. I had the impression that he was a very nice young man. He seemed completely different now. Maybe he's just bluffing. I don't think he is. Girl. Shit, I should have got that gun. Despite that thought, I involuntarily stepped backward out of fear. Ah! Oh my god. Suddenly a shot was fired near my feet.
Lily!
手段を選んでるような段階は、とっくに過ぎてる。俺はもう、決めたんだ。
Oh shit, y'all. This might be for real.
ダンテさんとニコラさんの仇を取る。ファルツォーネの誇りと名誉は、俺が守る。
I responded. Oh god, this was kind of hard. The answer is not that obvious. Shit. Okay. It's not Orlok's fault. The honor of the Falzone? That might just drive him into a rage and kill us, whatever. The honor of the Falzone. If we ask that, I'm curious, but this one I feel as though it's just gonna piss him off. This one, I don't know if that's gonna help Orlok's case. Y'all, this one's a toughie. This one's a toughie. Okay. I'm actually gonna go with this choice first, and then of course, y'all know we got the alternate playthrough. It's not Orlok's fault. It's not Orlok's fault. All this was because of me. Oh god, he's gonna shoot me. I wanted to explain that. I wanted to explain to him that Orlok didn't want to kill them. But before I could, oh no, no, god damn it. Whoa!
Lily! 危ない!
Ah! Orlok quickly raised his dagger to deflect the incoming bullet. That didn't sound like a bullet, that sounded like a cannon. The fuck? Oh, he shot me anyway! I breathed a sigh of relief, but felt a sharp burning pain in my stomach. Huh? Girl, what did you think? I shouldn't have said that. My hand moved over my stomach and felt the wetness of my clothes. Why? I'm sorry, I chose the wrong choice. I looked down and saw the redness spreading slowly from under my hand. My knees buckled, and I fell to the floor. My vision darkened from the unbearable pain. Orlok's anguished cry sounded so far away. God damn it. That's the wrong choice, obviously. Wow. What? That never happened. Don't worry that this is purple. That didn't happen. The honor of the Falzone. Does the honor of the Falzone involve taking hostages? I knew it.
それは
I knew I shouldn't have went with that first choice. He stuttered as he responded. I don't know much about the Falzone family, but I have lived all my life in Berlone. I know the generosity they have shown the church. The Falzone family is made up of people who care about the people in this town. I call upon my memories to defend them. Hearing my response, Leo looked down at the floor with confusion.
言ったろ。手段を選んでられるような段階はとっくに過ぎたんだ。
You always have a choice. Stop that bullshit.
二人の仇を取ることが組織のためになるって俺は思ってる。どんなに汚い手を使おうと。二人が生きてたらこういうやり方を良しとしないだろうってのは分かってるさ。でも俺は自分の力量くらい理解してる。
The gun in Leo's hand was shaking from his anger and frustration. When Leo confronted us in the alley, Orlok was able to disarm him immediately. He knew well enough that he would stand no chance against Orlok.
だから俺はどんな手だって使う。
But then wouldn't that make you an open target? All he gotta do is stab you, and that's it. Cause you so fixated on me. Oh shit. Leo snapped his fingers, at which point the room was flooded with soldiers. All of them had directed their guns raised, pointed directly at me and Orlok.
この状況じゃいくらてめえでも動けないだろう。
Leo, I don't really like this side of you now. Leo smirked while Orlok remained silent and expressionless. The next moment,
伏せて
Orlok suddenly kicked a small table nearby up into the air. Ah! I immediately ducked to the floor. I thought you would kick it after I ducked, whatever. By the time I reached it, Orlok had already kicked Leo's gun out of his hand. In one motion, he swept across the circle and knocked down the soldier. Yep, he just did all that for plot convenience. Leo rushed forward to pick up his gun from the floor, but it was too late. Whoop! I thought I was gonna get it, but whatever. Same thing. Just before his fingers could grab the handle, his neck touched the edge of Orlok's dagger. Don't do anything stupid, Leo.
化け物かよ。
His voice was shaking with anger and fear, but Orlok still said nothing.
とどめ刺さねえの。
You should, because he would have fucking killed me with that other choice. But let's let bygones be bygones.
なんだよ。さっさと殺せよ。
Leo's face twisted with frustration as he shouted. Orlok didn't move a muscle. Leo glared at him coldly.
俺は生きてる限り何度でもてめえを狙う。その女もだ。
Now we gotta kill it.
殺したのは俺で彼女は関係ない。狙うなら俺だけを狙えばいい。
てめえそんなへりくつが通るって本気で思ってんのか。
Orlok said nothing at first, but then took a deep breath and responded.
それでも彼女は俺が守る。俺はあなたには殺されないし、あなたも殺さない。
Oh, he still got the damn gun. In the next moment, Leo turned and pointed his gun at me. You're willing to... I'm pretty sure before you can even squeeze the trigger, Orlok's gonna shish kebab your jugular. Before he can pull the trigger, Orlok pulled back his dagger quickly. The fuck? Oh! To my surprise, only a thin line appeared along Leo's neck. The blade itself was plunged into Leo's chest. Ah! Well, he had to do it. I'm sorry. Leo would not stop. I'm sorry. I agree with this one. I barely stifled a scream. Damn. This might be the bad ending.
なあ。てめえの覚悟なんて。そんなもん。
I bet the good ending we keep both of them alive. He's gonna have to kill Johan too, probably. Well, Leo, you wouldn't quit. And where the hell is that red line? I don't see it. Leo laughed weakly as blood poured from his chest. He then crumpled to the floor. No.
俺
No, baby, it's okay. It would have been me. I would have been dead. Just like the other choice. Orlok's eyes shook, and his weapon dropped to the floor with a heavy sound. No, baby. I'm wondering if this is avoidable. I hurried to my feet and rushed toward Leo, pressing my hands against his open wound.
なんで自分を撃とうとした奴のこと助けようとしてるんだ。
Fool, we're trying to just get you alive so he'll feel better. You should be grateful that we at least giving you some sort of concern. I'm not doing this for you. It's for Orlok. Boom, what'd I tell you? I know it's because of us that your loved ones were killed. I know why you hate us so much. Despite my efforts, I couldn't stop the blood. I pulled off my shawl and messily balled it up, using it to apply more pressure to Leo's chest. We didn't have any options either. All we could do was try not to kill anyone else. He didn't stab you because he wanted to. Orlok only did it because of me. That's why I can't let you die. I wasn't sure whether he could still hear me. He mumbled weakly, staring into the air. Usually that's a telltale sign he's dead or dying really quickly.
結局俺はどうすればよかったのかな。
Not point your gun at me? He looked exhausted, but a strange smile appeared on his face.
敵取れないまま死んでダンテさんもニコラさんも怒るだろうな。謝らないと。
He slowly trailed off. The hatred that burned in his eyes was now extinguished. No! Wait! Please! I did my best to wake him up. His lifeless body didn't respond. The room around us was painfully silent. Orlok had taken another life against his will. The fact weighed heavily on both our minds. Damn it! We walked past the unconscious soldiers on the floor and departed the hideout. We stopped in one of the alleys, out of the public eye. Orlok lent me his coat to cover my clothes, which were stained with Leo's blood. After walking for a long time, we finally returned to the Visconti Manor under the cover of darkness. Oh, baby, no, don't beat yourself up. By the time we arrived, Orlok had returned to his usual calm self. It unsettled me more. It unsettled me now more than ever. Damn, my stomach is rumbling, y'all. It was noisy as we entered, and we saw Oliver reprimanding Gil harshly.
どうして何度言っても聞かないんだ。こんな大量の武器、一体どうするつもりだ。
いや、そりゃもちろん全部使うに決まって。おい、どうした？何があった？
話をそらすな、ギルバ。血まみれじゃないか。
I hurriedly explained myself, seeing the shock and concern on their faces. No, I haven't been hurt. This isn't my blood, it's... Orlok cut in before I could say it was Leo's.
先に血を落としてから。
ああ、そうだな。悪い。談話室で待ってる。落ち着いたら話を聞かせてくれ。
Orlok led me to my room where I took a quick bath to wash up and change into new clothes. Soon after that, we went to the lounge and explained to Gil and Oliver what happened.
そうか。レオンが。
Yeah, this is a bad route, y'all. God damn it. Gil closed his eyes for a moment, and when he opened them again, when he opened them or it again, he was looking at Orlok.
その状況なら、レオを殺さなけりゃ彼女が死んでた。お前が悪いわけじゃねえ、オルロック。あまり気にするな。
Right, baby. Don't let it get
you. だが少し気になるな。これまでずっとレオは一人で動いてたんだろう。それが急に構成員を引き連れてきたとなると。
ファルツォーネ全体が復讐のために動き出した。
だとしたら、今後は街を自由に歩くのも難しくなる。いくら構成員が減ったとはいえ、元々の規模を考えれば油断はできないだろ
う。Right. Just then.
ラウル・ギルランダイオはファミリーを率いてオルロックに報復をするつもりだよ。
I had no idea how long he was standing there. He appeared in the lounge as if out of thin air. Emilio.
本当か？俺が見た限り、とてもじゃねえが、ラウルはそういうタイプには見えなかったぜ。少なくとも、奴にダンテやニコラを悼む気持ちなんて、これっぽっちも感じなかった。
I recalled our own first meeting with Raul.
大丈夫。私は君を恨んではいない。君たちにも事情があったんだろ？
Yeah, that's why he's complicit as AF.
それに、マフィアは死ぬものだ。君だけが悪かったわけじゃない。
I still didn't know exactly why he introduced himself to us, but his cavalier attitude about the whole thing seemed to suggest that he didn't care. Not to mention, Emilio usually isn't this direct about things. It was unusual of Emilio to be so blunt about others' intentions. Knowing him, he must have had his reasons for saying so.
何にせよ、今後の動きを慎重に考える必要があるな。不可抗力とはいえ、構成員を殺したんだ。状況は芳しくない。
そうだね。けれど、夜もずいぶん更けた。続きは明日にしよう。今日はもう休むといい。
そうだね。また明日に。
Okay. Just as we turned to head back to our rooms, suddenly,
オルロック、
Emilio stopped him before we left. Emilio?
君は先に休むといい。これは僕と彼との内緒話だから。
I don't like this. The fuck? Why you can't discuss him with me present? He smiled kindly at me, and I could do nothing else but nod. I understand. What's T? What's T? It's gotta be them. Yeah.
君は鍵の乙女を、いや、彼女を守るためなら何でもするかい？
What is Amelia? What the fuck kind of question are you asking?
Huh?
I was surprised by his question. Rightfully so, Orlok.
知っておきたいんだ。君にとって一番優先すべきことを。
それは。
I thought about how to respond. Did Emilio seek the answer of a disciple or from me as a person? He must have realized He must have realized what I was thinking. He smiled and clarified the question himself.
僕が知りたいのは君個人の答えだよ、オルロック。
The fuck, he's a mind reader too. Emilio, let me find out about your tea or your true intentions. What is good? If that was the case, the answer was simple.
俺が一番優先したいのは、もちろんリリーを守ること。
そう。君の答えはよくわかった。ありがとう、オルロック。おやすみ。
I don't like that. I don't like that. Now we gotta watch out for him. That is all I needed to know. For what? You plotting?
おやすみなさい。
Why did Emilio ask me that question? Don't get ready, Orlok. Stay ready. I left the lounge, still wondering about it. Orlok spoke to me the truth in his heart. It would likely not be difficult for him to achieve.
けれどそれは決して許されることではない。そのために彼には望みに反することをさせなくてはならないのだから。
What the fuck? So what, you're gonna get rid of her? Me? In the process? I have not felt this feeling in a long time. What the fuck? The desire for something. The feeling of being tempted. The fuck? So much so that it seemed worth sacrificing all else. I changed into my nightgown and climbed into bed, but I couldn't settle down at all. Girl, you gotta worry about this church ninja jumping in and out, or popping in and out of place. The night dragged on as I lay awake in silence. The following day, there were more Visconti soldiers in the lounge than usual.
ファルツォーネの連中に別段変わった様子はありません。誰かを探しているような素振りも特には感じませんでした。以上です、ボス。
It sounded like Gil had given them orders to keep an eye on the Falzone family. After their report, the men took their leave. Gil paused to think a while, then looked at us.
出かけるつもりなら念のためファルチェは避けた方がいいだろうな。
うん、そうする。あそこは潜伏には向かないところだし、ヨハンがいる可能性も低い。あの地区は身分を明かせない人間が部屋を借りるのは難しいから。
So today we're...
君たちが出かける前に一つ大事な話をしておきたいのだけれど構わないかな。
Just like yesterday, just like always. He once again appeared out of thin air. Emilio looked straight at Orlok and gave him a stern warning.
君は再び人を殺さなくてはいけない。リリアーナを守りたいのなら。
Well, okay. You're very blunt with it this time. What's good, Emilio? I kind of figured that, but who we killing? Or are we killing more than once? I would think we would have to kill both Johan and Raul. Erlotion? I have no idea how to say the with the umats. Alright, so, well, dang! That's where we are. Emilio dropped that heavy ass sentence. And, ooh, I'm so glad I'm off today. I'm recording on a Monday, so, yeah. Yeah, y'all. So, we will pick it up. Of course, this video is going out Wednesday, so chapter 6 will be going out Friday. And yeah, holy cow. Yeah, the story's picking up. I'm too invested in it. I want to keep going. But yeah, we're gonna stop right there, of course, because that's the whole chapter. Thank you all very much for stopping on by. Really appreciate you. Y'all know my philosophy on this YouTube shit. View what you wanna, do what you wanna, and I'll see you lovely lads, lassies, and legends in the next episode. So until then, my friends, take care, take it easy, and